This is the Bambu Lab A1 Mini 3D printer. It's an easy to use entry-level desktop 3D printer that has heaps of amazing features, such as the full auto calibration system that calibrates the Z offset, bed level, vibration resonance and active flow rate all automatically. There's an excellent quick swap nozzle system for changing out nozzle sizes, and it also has impressive print speeds, along with excellent print quality and multicolour print capabilities with the AMS Lite. Taking a quick look around the 3D printer, the A1 Mini has a clean modern cantilever design with a small footprint that won't take up much workspace. We have a textured PEI plate with a build volume of 180mm cubed, which is a good size for smaller models, and this size comes in slightly smaller than the larger A1 at 256mm cubed. Built in, there's LED lights for lighting up the print area, and a basic low frame rate camera that's used to check on prints and create time-lapse footage. The tool head comes with a 0.4mm steel nozzle installed that reaches up to 300 degrees, and together with the heated bed that reaches 80 degrees, makes the open frame design suitable for printing basic filaments like PLA, PETG, TPU and PVA. At the front we find the colour touchscreen with a user-friendly interface, making it easy to navigate the menus. And from here we can start prints and adjust printer settings. Prints can also be sent over Wi-Fi through the LAN-only mode, or slice files can be printed via the micro SD card. At the side near the SD card slot, we also have the connection ports for the AMS Lite. And at the back of the printer we have the integrated heated bed cable, the power cable and the power switch. Looking at the unboxing, the printer comes really well packaged and everything is included to get started. The A1 Mini comes almost fully assembled, which is perfect for beginners. After unpacking, there's only a few steps needed to get the printer up and running. There's some protective packaging to remove, and there's a black plastic transport Z-axis limiter to remove, which is held on with 4 screws. Under the bed there are 3 pre-installed screws that need to be tightened. Next, the purge wiper is attached to the end of the X-axis and screwed into place. At the back, the base mount for the spool holder is installed, and then we slide the spool holder on. Attach the PTFE tube, then install the cable organiser. Next, the build plate snaps into place, and then we load some filament and it's ready for the first print. It's a super easy and straightforward process to set up the printer. The manual has clear instructions on the assembly, and the bolts are clearly labelled in bags to make things easy. On the initial power up, there's a basic setup procedure to go through on the touchscreen, and it will run the calibration for the motor noise cancellation, vibration compensation, and the auto bed level. And if you do get stuck on any steps, Bambu Lab has a detailed setup video and guide available. For the first print, we'll start with the included pre-sliced Benchy file that's found on the SD card. For this print, we're using red PLA basic filament from Bambu Lab. This is a good first test print to start with that helps us check and confirm everything is working well. The Benchy boat printed quickly in 18 minutes and the completed model looks nice and clean. Now if you have the combo version, we can set up the AMS Lite unit. The body simply slots onto the stand and then this is secured with 4 screws. Next, the rotary spool holders are attached, and these are colour-coded yellow and green to make the installation easy. And these are pressed on and click into place. Now there are 2 shorter and 2 longer tubes. The 2 shorter tubes are inserted into port 1 and 2 on the AMS Lite, and the longer ones into port 3 and 4. Then the other ends are inserted into the 4 ports on the filament hub found on the tool head. With that done, the cable organiser is reattached to the cables and tubes. The cable from the AMS Lite is plugged into the side of the printer and it's ready to go. So the AMS is an automatic material system which is good to use for multicolour prints where models have numerous colour changes. Multi-material printing, which is great for using different materials like the support for PLA that's used as a support interface on prints. And the AMS is even used as an auto material backup where it can switch to a backup spool of the same colour automatically if run runs out during a print. Another thing is that Bambu spools have RFID tags that the AMS auto-detects a spool's material type and colour, and this automatically applies the material settings to the printer, making the whole process seamless so we can just focus on creating and printing. Now the single spool holder that's attached to the back of the printer is still used for individual rolls of filament. It's also recommended to use it when printing flexible filaments like TPU or with abrasive filaments. To swap in between the AMS Lite and the rear spool holder, make sure the filament is removed and just disconnect the PTFE tube from the number 1 port and connect it to the tube connector found on the printer. Load the filament from the external spool holder and then deselect the AMS on the print menu when starting a print. Taking a quick look at the Bambu Studio software, it has a user-friendly interface that's easy to use to prepare 3D models for printing. I find the default presets are great for printing, and I'm only usually making adjustments to the layer height, wall thickness, and infill settings, all depending on the model's requirements. There's also a cool paint feature that allows us to add colour to any objects for printing. It's a simple process to prepare and add colour to the model with the built-in tools. Within the software, we can also send prints, watch print progress, and control connected printers. What's also great is we have the ability to access Maker World to discover models for printing. There's a large community of users sharing their designs and 3D models, and there's always something new to find. And these designs can be opened in the Bambu Studio or sent directly to the printer with the Bambu Handy mobile app. The A1 Mini comes with a 0.4mm nozzle installed, and there's different sizes available from 0.2, 0.4, 0.6 and 0.8mm. Changing nozzles with the quick swap system is super easy. Just remove the front plastic cover, remove the silicone sock, unclip the nozzle, and remove the hot end with the nozzle. Then install a different size and reverse the process. Then back in the software, select the Printer's Parts tab and adjust the nozzle type and diameter to the one we just installed. For the next print, we're testing out the 0.2mm nozzle and printing a mini Benchy boat at 25% of its original size. This is printed using a 0.08mm layer height with the default high quality settings and adjusted to 3 walls. It's cool seeing how small we can print models, and this finished print turned out great and measures about 15mm in length. For the next print, we're using the 0.6mm nozzle to print this cool bowl design. In the software, the nozzle setting is changed to 0.6mm and it's sliced with a 0.3mm layer height without any infill or top layers, which will use the wall thickness of the nozzle to create a single wall around the edges with a neat looking weaved mesh finish. The finished print turned out great, and it's a quick print with a really interesting finish. For the next print, we're printing this minifigure, and this is printed with a 0.4mm nozzle with a 0.12mm layer height. The model took 1 hour to print, and the next step is to clean up the print and remove the support material. The finished print turned out really nice with some good details. So how does the same model look printed with the 0.2mm nozzle? While it did take twice as long to print with a smaller nozzle and a 0.08mm layer height, it's even a better result, with the details being cleaner, sharper, and the layer lines are harder to spot. So if you want the best detail on small prints, go with the smaller nozzle size and lower layer height. Next up, we have this traffic cone model that's been coloured in Bambu Studio, and this is printed using the AMS Lite that automatically changes between the black, orange and white colours. The completed model looks good, and using the paint feature in the software is a great way to add colours to models. For this next print, we're printing a Hue Forge design of a stormtrooper. The AMS Lite will automatically change colours at set layer heights to give a detailed painted look. And while we could do manual filament swaps with a layer pause, using the AMS makes the whole process easier to print. The finished print of the stormtrooper turned out well and has a neat and interesting design that was easy to print. The A1 Mini produced some seriously impressive and amazing results. It's an excellent plug-and-play starter 3D printer, perfect for beginners, or as a second printer for smaller projects. Keep in mind, if it's your only 3D printer, you might eventually want to print something bigger, so the larger A1 model might also be worth checking out. Overall, the compact size of the A1 Mini delivers excellent prints. It's easy to use and a great option for anyone wanting to get into 3D printing that's on a budget or needs a smaller desktop 3D printer.